What would you say over the 2.5 decades that you acknowledged has been the most exciting development?
Sure. I think probably the most exciting development is that patients are wanting to understand. And I encourage you all, honestly, to understand what's going on, and encourage your fellow patients to want to understand. Now, not everybody, you're a self-selected group, you've come here today, but my observations in clinical practice have been as follows. You know, patients feel very vulnerable, extremely vulnerable. And that vulnerability can't be swept under the carpet. It's real. And that vulnerability can only be managed. It can be managed if they are supported. They feel people care. And so their families care. Their healthcare providers need to care. And fundamentally, society needs to care because they provide the money. So what I can see as the biggest change is this change in culture and narrative, where we're going away from Doctor Knows Best to a situation where we are in it together. And you must take responsibility and charge of this, because you frame the debate. The politicians will listen to you much more than they'll listen to me. I mean, what I'd say, and I really mean this, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I think your condition, and for most patients the conditions they have, but particularly blood conditions, they're easy to understand. Believe you me, they really are relatively easy to understand. They're not complicated. And they're not complicated because we really know what we know, we understand what we know, and we know what we don't know. So it's not like that defense secretary in America who said, you know, the unknown unknowns. And so it should be relatively straightforward for a healthcare professional, especially if they understand something, to explain it properly. And if they can't, it means they don't understand it. You know what it's like. If people explain things to you and you understand it, it usually means they understand it. They can't explain it to you. Either they're poor communicators or they don't understand it. So really try and understand your condition.